everyone, it's CL. So for today's video, I kind of want to talk about my goals for next month. Since April is almost over, and thank goodness, April was kind of not very good for me. It was so chaotic and stressful, and I feel like I've lost years off my life. I'm so very glad that we're going to start a new month. So May is coming up, and I kind of wanted to talk through my reseller goals for the month of May. And for the most part, these goals will continue to carry on throughout the rest of the year. But let's go ahead and get started. So mainly my goal every month, and since I'm getting back into reselling, my goal for next month is to make more reselling or more in sales than I did last month. And for May, this shouldn't be very hard at all because I did so bad in April. Well, it's kind of a mix. Like I would say, oh, I did so bad in April in the sense I didn't even crack $100. I mainly sell clothes on Poshmark, and Poshmark's been very, very slow. I'm trying to cross list more on eBay, but for the most part, April was very slow sales for me, and I only made like $80. I know that sounds so low in comparison to other people, but like I said, don't compare yourself to others. Everybody's journey is different. So I am making it a goal that next month for May, I want to try to make more money than I did in April. It's a very realistic goal. It's okay if you're not bringing in the big bucks right now, especially if you're selling clothes on Poshmark. It's just really hard right now. Nobody's buying very many clothes because they just have other problems at the forefronts of their minds, and clothes isn't a necessity. So that's the first goal, to make more money in May than I did in April. It's a very realistic goal, but who knows? Who knows what life will bring? So far, 2020 is kind of gone in the pooper. I'm like, why is 2020 so hard? What is this apocalypse happening? I just want the world to go back to normal, and I know that it kind of never will. This is just a precursor. That change needs to happen. What sort of change? I don't even know. So at this point, I'm just trying to stay sane. Anyways, as far as my next goals, my ultimate goal when it comes to reselling is to work part-time, making full-time income. But right now that goal is still far away. So far for myself, full-time income to me is minimum wage. That if I were to make minimum wage, what would that full-time salary be? And that's the goal I want to hit as far as my end goal for my reseller business. Because ultimate goal for me is to be debt-free. I am on a debt-free journey. Reselling is supposed to bring in some extra income so I can make that goal a reality, but that is something I want to work towards, to work part-time and make a full-time income. But we'll see how that goes. All right, so the next goal is to diversify what I'm selling. Like I said, I sell clothes, but I kind of want to diversify that because clothes, at least for me, I don't find a lot of big brands because I just don't. When I go sourcing, I don't find amazing items. I find good enough items, and those sell just fine, but just for not a huge amount. So I want to diversify. I want to get more into hard goods. I want to get more into like home items, those items that people need every day, like shampoos and makeup and just those things outside of clothes. And we'll see how that goes. My next goal for May is to keep track of how many hours I'm spending on reselling, just so I can kind of gauge like how much effort I'm putting into it, and if I feel that's enough, if I need to be more, or if I need it to be less, if my effort is equaling out to the reward. Like, am I receiving what I want to receive with the amount of time that I'm putting into my reseller business? And I want to see that at the end of the month. Like, this is how much effort I put in. What was the result of that? And I want to be better at tracking my finances this year in 2020. I did really good the beginning of last year, but I kind of fell off and had a lot of other distractions, and I wasn't able to keep as good enough track of my finances as far as reselling that I wanted to. And I think my process was a little bit complex, so I want to simplify it so I can make it easy and I can just update it really quick and not have it be a total hassle at the end of the year. My goal also is to find some areas where I can source some things. Like, I feel the itch, like I'm tired of staying home, which I am. I kind of want to see if there's anywhere around locally that I can just pop in and just see if there's anything that I can resell, because I'm ready to get out there. And lastly, One of my goals is to find higher profit items. Like I said, for the most part, I sell things, but I don't make a lot of money because the things I'm selling it's not a huge profit margin. And I want to find more high value items that I can sell, and then the profit will be larger than what I'm making now. And we'll see how that goes. And that's all dependent on whether or not I can go sourcing, but it also depends on whether or not that sourcing can be creative. Can I source some things online? Is there anywhere locally I can pop into? And my camera battery died, but here we are, we're back. Okay, so I don't know where this cut off. I might have cut off a few goals. So this is pretty much my goal for May. I think I'll do a follow-up video on how I did with my goals for May. I hope they will be positive. So, but it is a journey. We're just gonna have to figure it out because these are just some crazy times right now. So other than that, let me know down below in the comments what your goals are for next month. Let me know what your long-term goals are for the rest of the year. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.